Hey. I'm doing these videos on my computer because with the iPhones, um, excuse me, your storage gets full like overnight. So I have been recording videos and the shit cut off for me one time and I was like, oh my God. So I get frustrated with this whole thing, getting your right angles and, lighting and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna sit on my bed and, my lamp is kind of bright though, but it's all right. So anyway, I saw something regarding this thing about I love this I feel so bad because I don't even have their right title of their name. Maybe I could pull it up right now while I'm doing it. But um yeah, I pulled up on Instagram. It's called Tonight's Conversations cards. I think I had brought two cards before, but I don't remember these particular questions. But certain questions that I like, that they were asking like for couples and stuff like that. So I was thinking of like I'm always trying to think of something fun to do, um, you know, in my relationship. So I was like, these cards would be cool because they have like, they ask like questions, even though I know that the questions I already asked, it's like, so, but I just thought it was cool. But anyway, to make a long story short, there was one, I went on their page and I was, looking at some of the videos, and one of the questions that was asked was something about like this thing called body count. So it's just like, men supposedly, I'm assuming so because I hang around them, that they don't really want a woman that has a large body count. Like they're not trying to sleep with someone that been with 100 men. Okay. So it's like, my thing is I love these type of shows. I love the fact that we can come together because we do need to come together. We need to start talking because there's a lot of things that we don't understand. It's a lot of things that men don't understand, and it's just a lot of things sometimes you don't even understand and know about yourself. So I like those type of talks. I usually will jump on certain like platforms and different people podcasts and stuff, and a lot of times I have been, the only woman, on a panel full of men, or they most of them would hit me up. So I'm definitely not biased in any way. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm like a big advocate for like men, especially melanated men. I'm also a big advocate for you know divine feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? I won't say I hate saying it like that, but that's exactly what it is because people are like, oh, she's one of those conscious feng shui sisters and spiritual. So you're gonna hear me talk about spirituality. You're gonna hear me curse. You're gonna hear me crack jokes. I'm a conglomerate of things. So, but yeah, and when I think of divine feminine energy, I think of definitely your sexuality and things of that nature. For years, a lot of us have been looked at differently or looked down upon because either you're too sexual, either the things you like to do is not ladylike, or the timing is wrong, or it's too early. It's so many different limitations. And yeah, a lot of us probably have been over sexualized from, younger, ages and so forth. But I remember me and my friend growing up in grade school, and we had vivid, very creative imaginations. I mean, we would write books and stories about our relationship with Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? I think my mother found it, and they were like pissed, like, oh my God, because, we were like, you're talking about maybe 10, 11, 12, you know what I'm saying? So at a very young age, but it was always looked down upon. So you stifle it, you hold it in, and then finally, when you're able to come out into the world, you know what I'm saying? You like, yes, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to So I'm just painting a picture. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking sides or anything like that. But for me, if I was in that situation and that question comes about, me personally, I don't think that that's something a guy should ask a female. I don't think that you know what I'm saying. I don't even think it should be part of the conversation. I don't think that it's how can I say it? I don't think it's of importance. I mean, I know people like what, but for real, it's as I've gotten older, it's just certain things that I know to stay in my lane with, and I think that's what goes on a lot. A lot of us be, playing with our triggers too much. I've learned the hard way not to keep playing with my triggers, not to keep, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna want to be in a relationship with somebody or talk to somebody and just, be like, your past is your past, my past is my past. We could tell little stories here and there because like me and my man do. We'll tell stories like that, but that never came with, well, how many women did you sleep with, or him, or how many, niggas, whatever. No. I don't think that's even into either one of our minds, because at the end of the day, we really don't want to know. I don't want to know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, he doesn't want to know. Why ask the question? Why ask the question? Especially if you like that person, they not giving you any reason, for you not to feel like you want to move further with them or continue to deal with them or whatever the case may be. It's just like, why do certain things come up in conversations with people that are just unnecessary? I think it just adds on more to the, like, the uncomfortableness of things. Um, and a lot of times, honestly, you're there because you're lonely, or you probably need, some maintenance work done. So it's just like, I it's like me hiring somebody to fix my light bulbs, or, I'm saying, the pipes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm expecting him to paint the walls and reupholster, the furniture and stuff. It's like, I don't need to know what other job you do. I just need to know, can you unclog the pipes? That's it. You understand what I'm saying? So just stay in one lane. I think we be all over the place with things. Like I said, I love these talks. I like when people get together and, they have a, difference of opinion. I don't think I would go to one of those things. I would probably be, I mean, I've been asked to, like, be on a panel and have those kind of conversations, but it's just, um, honestly, and I guess this is like the masculine side of me, but honestly, I just feel like a lot of times, a lot of the women are very aggressive and emotional and, like, hurt, and it's just like some of the things that they say in their beliefs, in their belief system, comes from, like, a place of, like, hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So I can rock with you on anything that you say and how you believe, or what you feel it works best for you, because what works best for you is really what works best for you. I can't tell you, oh no, that's wrong. Like, I'm not you. We don't got the same DNA. You know what I'm saying? We don't even look alike. We don't speak the same language. Sometimes we're not from the same. You understand? So it's like, why do you think that we need to have so much in common, or why do you feel like you need to have so much in common with somebody, or y'all have the same, thoughts and things of that nature? So I just feel like we get too deep in unnecessary mess. If you can kind of figure it out. It's hard for me sometimes to speak, because, like, the things that I feel and how I perceive it and how I picture it in my mind is a picture, or it's a feeling. So it's hard to say it verbally. So sometimes you may hear me, put a bunch of words together, which I'll get what I'm saying. But yeah, even like this time around, like, I stay in my lane. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I want to be oblivious to stuff. It's not like I'm trying to turn a blind eye to things. It's just that in this in meeting people, and just, like, even in my relationship, I've learned so many things. Like, I've learned about the bigger picture. You understand what I'm saying? I could never figure out why, my dude moves the way he does, or he seems so, like, I won't say disconnected. He just I don't know, like, it he like literally done made him a shirt too that said fresh out of fucks to give. He, like, is not that type of person that's gonna get himself riled up. He's not gonna do anything to make him feel uncomfortable. He's just not, he just wants everything to be copacetic. You know what I mean? And he makes it that way. So you're not gonna ruffle his feathers, you know what I mean? You're not gonna get up underneath his skin. So I've been taking notes, because I've been taking notes about men my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot, I think I have the same amount of masculine energy as I do feminine. I think it's equal. A lot of people have, some people have, a little bit more, some people have a little bit less, but I think for me it's equal, if not maybe a scotch more. you know. So yeah, because my feminine is so strong. Like, you don't need a lot of her. You know what I mean? Like, I could be in a damn triple fat goose with Tim's and a Scully on, and my energy is just, it'll come right through, and it'd be like, hey, what's going on, gorgeous? I'm like, hey, I can't call it, I spoil it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just um it's just understanding, those parts too. But anyway, I just feel like, again, like, a lot of conversations and a lot of topics, I think people just, I don't know. They're looking for people to say something to them that's going to heal them, that's going to make them feel complete, that's going to fill a void that can only be filled from the person who emptied the void or from the thing that created the void. And it's just like, well, I want to ask these questions. Are you the one? Are you the one that's going to save me? Are you the one that's going to make me feel whole? And I think that that's where all of that is stemming from. When you got to ask, so many questions about, a person's past instead of being present. And that's another thing I'm learning. Like, I'm always in the future. I'm always worrying. I'm always, making sure, my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted, because, I've always been in survival mode. I never felt like I was just able to like kind of relax and breathe. And now that, I'm kind of able to do it because, I busted my to get here. I wasn't doing that shit in vain. I mean, after a while it seemed like, because I'm like, what am I doing this for? But yeah, this peace of mind that I have. So, for me, that's the bigger picture. Like, as long as I have a peace of mind, long as, the vibe is good between us, long as, and it's just relationships in general, long as, yeah, they can be, like I said, they can be a difference of opinion for sure, because I know I'm usually always out the box. I'm usually always thinking out the box. You know what I'm saying? I'm having maybe three or four thoughts at one time to that one scenario or that answer. So yeah, I just try to be present. So yeah, I get it. I can understand why men, because men, I've been told, like, they look at us as flowers. You know what I mean? They want to hold us in a certain light, and men are very visual. So to them, long as they have a good visual, long as they yeah, long as they have a good visual, like, they're pretty much good. But if a guy is asking you, that or whatever, um I'm trying to think, if I was in that, because people are like, okay, Marty, what if you was in that situation? If I was in that situation, me, I'm so, I'm so ignorant, and especially if we just like really kicking it, or we just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if we was in a relationship, okay, so if, let's just say, okay, what if my man asked me that question? That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be answered from different ways. So if I was just dating somebody, me being who I am, I'm a little bit ignorant. I'd probably laugh and be like, I don't know, like, who keeps count? Like, you know what I mean? He'd probably be like, well, damn, how many niggas? Who keeps count? For real. I mean, that's really how I felt. Like, even one time, me and I think it was me, my cousins, or a group of friends or whatever, we was sitting down and we was making a list because we all wanted to know how many he had or whatever. And I'm just like, I was forgetting people, you know what I mean? So I was just like, man, I'm not doing this, you know what I mean? And it just was like, I don't know. I don't. So, shit is out now, god damn it. But no, I just think that it's a I gotta keep saying I know my mom, she's probably going crazy by how many times I say it's the truth. I need to know what I need to say before I say it. But again, I just feel that there's certain things that you did at an age where you didn't know any better. So to be penalized for that, I think, for one, is whack. For two, um at the end of the day, I respect people's feelings and stuff. Like, if a guy said, I just don't feel comfortable, I'd be like, okay, well, fine, because I'm not the girl for you, and you ain't the man for me. So, and it makes it easier in a lot of people's lives. Like me, at one particular time, it was like, it was a lot of things going on, so it's just like good. It was helping me weed through who needs to stay, who don't need to stay. So, when those things came up, I didn't get upset about it. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now I can decipher what I need to do, because, like I said, I don't even want to be in a situation with somebody, because I've been in a relationship with somebody who was very insecure. You understand? Who knew, like, okay, if we go someplace, or I see, the attention that she getting, the things that guys post under, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I knew that I couldn't do that. So going forward, anybody that I'm gonna date, he needs to be secure. He needs to not be worried about my past. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like your preference, that's your preference. I wouldn't feel no kind of way about it. And that's like, if I'm dating now, if it's kind of like, now, like, if I'm in a relationship, like, if one day my man decided to be like, yo, how many people you been with? Which I know will never, like, he's just not that type. Like, he's just not that type, dude. He really don't give about nothing much. He cares about me. Like, it's crazy, because like, it took me a while to even get used to that. You know what I'm saying? That just goes into like me being present, and not just um making a big deal out of nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So with him, if he was to say it, I say the same thing. I don't know, babe. I would have to sit down, write down, like, I don't know off the top of my head, because that's my past. I don't sit and hold my past within inside me. Like me, I release shit. Like I'm gassy. People know me for burping. Like I release. Like I do not like to hold nothing in. I don't want to really have no memories, no bad memories. Like if I see it in my exes, I say what's up, give them a hug. Like I don't want to be angry. I don't want to, that's just not me. But like I said, everybody is different. But to the people who are much like me and need that confirmation, yeah, it's okay that you don't know. It's okay that you don't even have to have that conversation. It's okay. That doesn't need to be. That's not something. I don't think that that's something of importance. Again, I get it. If we're going on a deep level, even on a spiritual level, oh, these type of people and these energies, whatever, you need to be doing your own self work. Especially if you're a spiritual person, you need to be cleansing your own aura. You understand what I'm saying? So again, you you go through things. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna regret things that you did today. In 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my thought on it, as far as like this whole how many bodies you got and all this other stuff. Now granted, if I'm like 16, because in this day and age I've heard my son and his friends say she got a lot of bodies or whatever like that, and that was like at 14, 15 years old. So yeah, at that age you shouldn't have like five motherfuckers. Like I'm sorry. Like I didn't have that, you know what I'm saying, at 20. You know what I mean? I was still under five. You know what I mean? So it's just like now these girls, they have like 10 by the time they 20. So I don't know. Maybe it was like that back in the day. I don't think so. A lot of us was like, in high school relationships. I'm the Generation X era. So it's just different. But yeah, I just think what we need to do to start coming together is just kind of wipe the slate clean and start from where you at and move forward. You know what I'm saying? And help each other with that path. Like me and my relationships, people ask me all the time, just to even like I guess do something regarding like dating over 40. I think I do like little snippets and say little things, but it's a day by day thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning things about my body, what I'm saying, about myself, even at this age at 40. It's completely different. You know what I mean? I remember I can, gain some weight and lose it and pop right back and, dance for, two, excuse me, at 2 hours or whatever, or, just anything. Like now I have to really pay attention and take the time and put the effort into, my health and things of that nature, taking naps and, just body aches and my vision is blurry, so it's just being this age and just wanting to kind of like things to even out or balance out. Like I'm at an age right now, like I just need balance in my life. Like, it's a lot of hectic things going on right now. So especially right now, we need that balance. We need that peace because there's so much fear being forced on us. There's so much negativity being forced on us. It's disease being forced on us. It's just so much, you know what I mean? So to have, someone where you could just, relax and not be drilled about your past, or not be so concerned or feel like this, like just relax, just relax and kind of enjoy it, especially if you have that person you can enjoy it with, you know what I mean. But damn, at least get a chance to know the person first and see if you like who they are today. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then okay, definitely be out. But if you are worrying about who they was today, last month, the month after that, and stuff like that, as far as yeah, as far as again who they were, like people grow and change. I'm definitely not the same person I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? So shit, probably last week. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing rapidly out here. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I like I said, I love those roundtable talks with the guys and the girls, and everybody, they talk about everything. They talk about anything as far as just like if a man should pay all the bills, and as far as is the woman and what she brings to the table and stuff. And like I said, a lot of it sometimes I think from like I feel it comes from like a hurt place where it's just like rah 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 rah, and it's nothing wrong. It's just that even me, I try to control. I know that my voice octave goes up when I'm excited, when I'm passionate about something, when I'm hurt about something, when I'm emotional about something. So when those are the things like you start to notice when you're practicing healing and practicing calming yourself. I'm practicing now and being able to talk at a even kill, where I'm able to kind of just like take a time and just breathe, because the emotions you put in things, you say things, and it's just sometimes it doesn't get taken the way you want it to come out, because it's just like, oh, I kind of gotta, what I'm saying, like, where is this going type of thing. So it's just sometimes a lot of aggression, um which I don't know. I guess it's just something with me. Like I said, everybody is different, but I just think that it's I've noticed also communication on a calm, even kill is so much more effective. And I definitely learned that in dating. The guy I'm dating with now, he's not with the loud rah rah, and I don't like it either. I don't like having arguments with people where we yelling at mother and what the fuck. Like, I never liked that. You know what I mean? So it's so good that I found somebody who was like, look, you know what I'm saying? So anytime there's a problem, I'm able now to have to sit and think about what I'm saying and how I really feel about it, because now I'm not just going off emotion. You understand what I'm saying? So as I'm learning how to even communicate in a calm way and gather my thoughts and gather my emotions. And sometimes you don't have the time to do that, especially if you're on these podcasts and stuff. You only have like 45 minutes, half an hour, or maybe an hour. So you don't have time to sit and really sit with yourself and, give an effective answer. So that's just my take on it. I know a lot of times I disagree with a lot of how a lot of the women move now, as far as just like, it's about me, F relationships. I'm getting him for what he got. I don't have no love and all this other stuff. And I get it. Life will do that to you. I used to be that way. I used to walk out the door and leave my heart on the dresser or in the drawer. Like, it was not coming with me outside. You know what I'm saying? I was outside, but we was not outside. So I get it, but at the end of the day, like I said, that emptiness, I didn't like carrying around no more. And I kept having to like be intoxicated or be, under the influence of something, because I don't want to, I want to numb these feelings out of feeling void. You know what I mean? So I just, brush my boots off once again, like I always do. And I just said, this time I'm going out into this world this way. And it really started with a mindset change. I used to, because I say, listen to these conscious brothers and women and everything. It's like, oh, it's the mindset, it's the mindset. And we get it, you know what I mean? But until you put these things into action, you can't really feel it and really like get it going. You know what I mean? And call that into yourself. So I had to really change my mindset. I had to say, okay, this is what I really want. I do really want a partner, the yin to my yang. You know what I'm saying? I want my best friend. I want my, somebody I can laugh and joke with because I'm sarcastic. I need him not to be too sensitive. I need somebody that's a decent height because I like to wear heels from time to time. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? I want someone who isn't insecure. Like, and no type of narcissistic tendencies. I didn't say, oh, he got to be 100% healed. He can't have no mommy issues, whatever, whatever. I did kind of say I would like him to have a good relationship with his mother. I did say that. As far as the father, look, I don't have, you know what I mean? I can't ask him for stuff for the if I ain't got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at least that responsibility. I'm 40, like I said, I'm 40 something years old. You need to have some type of responsibility. You cannot come to me as a grown man saying you have nothing in your name. I just can't do it. You know what I mean? But this is being real with yourself. We have to be real with ourselves. Like, you are like, I'm too old to have to take care of anybody. And I'm too old to have to wait for you to kind of get it together. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? There's definitely somebody out there that's on the same level and y'all can help. Like I said, you can come together at a certain time where y'all can help each other. But if it's me trying to carry and like, it's just, I said, I can't do that no more. You know what I mean? And I see how like time flies and goes past, and it's just like years and years have gone, and you're waiting for somebody to catch up, or you're still trying to help them, and it's just like this is just not for you. You know what I'm saying? I get it. What I want and what I need is something that you can't provide, and that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what we gotta understand. Like, it's okay, but somebody can, and they definitely are out there, and they will. And I took that thought out of my, oh, like he don't exist or this. No, he does exist. Yep, because me and Guy, he knows. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I know I ain't down here by myself. No, this is what I need. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And I know this is a little tacky, but please don't send me nobody that's a Cowboy fan. Like you know how I feel about football. I know that's what I mean. People like, oh, nitpicking and these lists. Be honest with yourself. No, I cannot be in a relationship with a cowboy. I'm sorry. So yes, I got those thoughts in my mind, and those are the things that I really manifest. I sit and I look. I was like, I don't know if any of y'all remember. It was one of my favorite movies from I think the 80s, and it's called Weird Science. And remember they created the woman out of, like, I'm saying, the computer and all this other stuff. So that's how I felt like, what? I created you. I manifest you. but but it took us getting to know each other. It took us getting to know what we don't like, what we do like. Because now, instead of me getting an attitude about something, I can tell them, "Hey, that hurt my feelings. Hey, just so I'm not thinking the wrong thing, And I'm like, so why you? No, I'm not like that. I'm like, hey, just so, because what I'm saying, I got this, whatever, and we talk and have conversation about it, and he can respect that, because men, they can't read your mind. You know what I mean? So it's just other things that you could be focusing on, that you could put more energy into, and I think that should be getting to know the person and building with that person. You know what I mean? Because that comes with work. Because to keep anything, to stabilize anything, or to keep anything functioning, it requires consistent work. So I mean, you don't want to add on to the work that you already have to do. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing to see stuff come together when you're putting in that work, the right way. But again, to each his own. I can respect those who do want to, want people that, women, who has maybe five, or three, men out of their whole lifetime. I'm pretty sure they out here. There's definitely a lot of women, but there's there's a lot of women that's not, and yeah. So I just wanted to touch base on that. I just wanted to get my thoughts on it. Plus, I make a video in a while, and I used to love always making these videos, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes now I gotta watch what I say. I feel like I have to kind of a little bit be politically correct. I feel like I don't know, because like I said, my mood and the way I am changes daily, and I'm not always 100% correct in my actions or what I say and what I do, but that's how I feel at that time. So I'm always keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Um, and I got a lot to talk about. I be having a lot to talk about. I be wanting to do lives and stuff sometime, but um like I said, it's just different now because, I have an older son. I'm in a relationship, so I can't be as crazy as I want to be. That's why, and that's another thing I love my man about. I could be as kooky and as crazy and as, I flirt with him like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Well, poor thing. He be like, you do you want to just come over tomorrow? Like, I mean, if you ain't doing it, you know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, I'm just happy that I got somebody, and we be on the phone talking about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't just be like, oh, but I miss you and I love you and I just wanna. No, sometimes I do when I want to. You know what I mean? But we be talking about everything. Like, we be on the phone chopping it up, like we outside. On the stoop, just chopping it up, and yeah, we don't take it too serious. It ain't gotta be, if we around each other, we ain't gotta be hugged up and just like, I just love you, and I don't know, we just both like, we be cool. But when it's time to be there, we take it there. You know what I mean? We take it to the fire, to the limit, to the you know what I mean? So I think those are the words. So just to be with you. She said, I gladly risk it all. Okay. That's why that song came in my head. Child, please. But yeah, so guys, yeah, just at this age, I get it. I even see the TikTok post. I'm at an age right now where I don't want, long distance, not knowing where we are and all this, and things of that nature. I get it. I get it, but you women got to understand, and I think this is where the disconnect is. And every time you talk about like right now, I'm going to bring up a plausible reason why men, so to speak, kind of, I guess you guys feel like lead you on, and you say, well, what about us? Sometimes it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like, excuse my French, but I mean, how I say things, but this is how I think it, because my mom always raised me, say it how you think it. You know what I mean? So, it's just like a man having a penis and a woman having a vagina. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare the two. You understand? I mean, you can't. The man can't say, well, what about us? And you're talking about your period. You know what I mean? Like, what that got to do with you? So we got to learn how to separate stuff, and it don't always got to be, well, since you get one, I got to get one too. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to understand that, and I think what people don't understand is that men be getting dogged the hell out. Men be getting abused by women. Men are treated horribly by women. Men are broken by women. You understand what I'm saying? So for them, I don't know, but it's something where it's like a one shot deal, maybe one or two shots, maybe three. They'll open up again, but definitely a strong one in the possible. With us, we keep loving and hurting and loving and hurting. Like it's no problem. It's just like, I guess because we can have like multiple orgasms, so it's just like our emotions. We can just keep kind of, you understand what I'm saying? So we're different in that aspect. So no, I'm not to say that oh well, you should be getting a brunt of stuff, but you should have an understanding. Like, okay, listen, I do want to be in a relationship. I do like you. But honestly, the first year or two, that's like you really get to know somebody. The third year, you like, okay, you probably got a couple of things underneath your belt, but I really don't. I think honestly, and this is just my opinion, the way time flies and stuff like that, I think maybe uh, I'm just throwing some stuff out here. Like 5 years is something where you come to the table and be like, okay, what are we doing? Not saying like just dating and not knowing where you're going. Like in the beginning, what I'm just saying as far as getting to know somebody, like I don't think you can really get to know somebody and know if they that somebody for you, and you can take on what they come in with as well, or if they can take on what you got going on. Because remind you, we have parents, we have families, we have kids, we have other responsibilities. So it's not just about um about just y'all. It's a whole, especially when you're at this age. So take your time. Don't be so quick to want to jump into something, because let me tell you something, like that is the worst. You know what I mean? It's not just him leaving you, it's him leaving you, the kids, the family, whatever, and vice versa. So it's hard. So just take your time, and just wanting to rush. I want a title and this and that. For what? Why have a title when you ain't got the love? Like I say that about, even about like people who are married and stuff. Like I think a lot of people got married for like they said, they got married for the wedding and not the marriage, or something like that. Like just the ceremony, glitz and glam, to say I got the ring, to say this my husband, put my name on the paper, just so I can say I got, if something happened to you, I get half, or something comes to me. It's just like it's like almost like a selfish act, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just, it's about me, and it's just like, okay, but are you hearing people say like, this is the love of my life, and I don't think I could function without this person, and they make me better. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hear things like that. So my thing is like, we're rushing to know if how many bodies a person have. Where's this going, and can we be boyfriend and girlfriend after a month? I get it. Y'all having fun. He already done blew your back out. So now you like, wait a minute. I get it. There's men out here that are teaching women stuff about their body that they don't even know. I get it. You understand? It's like losing your virginity to somebody. You're gonna be like, it's hard to let go. I get it. But at this age, take y'all time. Stop rushing into stuff. First of all, let's take some time. Let's work on ourselves first. That's the first thing we need to do, because that'll help you learn how to be in a relationship with somebody. You will not have to need them to like solidify you. You will not have to need them to confirm that you're beautiful, or that you're loved, or that you're worthy. You will already have that in place. So it'd be much easier for you to date and figure and figure things out, because it's like you're not there with intention of being filled, but you're there with intentions of, what can I get out? Not really what can I get out of it, but like how can I enjoy this and how can I also give in this. But yeah, take your time. Take your time. And I get it. I know months are going. You know, he's meeting your family. You're invited to cookouts and stuff, and it's just like, what are we doing? Because me personally, like I did when I was in my dating, I definitely. But again, this is when I wasn't really in it for like love. Um, I I forgot what the heck I was going to say. All right, so yeah, basically just take your time, because you don't, like, again, I get it. Okay, yeah, you're going places, so you don't, you want to just understand what's going on, and that's okay. Ask that question. Hey, I don't understand what's going on. I met your mom or whatever, like, and pick his brain about stuff. That's all you got to do, and then you then go from there. From his response, go from there. If he's like, oh, I'm saying, I usually bring people by to see my mom, or that's just my mom, or whatever. If he makes it seem like this is something that he do, then already that's your red flag. No, okay, well, he's not looking to build nothing with me. He just kind of wants to have a good time. Okay, well, let me continue on to have a good time until I meet somebody that's willing to do what I want to do. But you don't have to cut that off. You don't have to be upset with that person. It ain't like you got to be sleeping around with everybody either. You could be sleeping with one person and still entertaining four other people, just to figure out what fits best with you. And that's what you should be doing. You should be out here enjoying this time. It shouldn't be through anger. Oh, that ain't for me. It ain't for you right now, but I guarantee you, you meet somebody, it's going to be all for you. Oh, trust me. This is coming from somebody when I tell you. So, um, yeah, it's let's stop making a big deal out of things that we don't need to make a big deal out of. Let's be present and let's enjoy the moment. Set your boundaries, know your worth and your standards, and it'll come to you. When I weeded through the bushes, I was weeding through the bushes and everything. I said, oh, okay. Oh, you producing fruit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You got roots. Okay, so you already rooted. Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's right in front of your face. It's written all over your face. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to say a word. You can pick up. I mean, I can pick up and I get it. A lot. Some of us are gifted. Some of us have these gifts. I can pick up on a person's whole mo in like the first 5 or 10 minutes, literally. I can tell, if you are into me as far as a lustful way, and I'm not saying that men are not going to be attracted. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference. It's a difference for being attracted because you're an attractive. I'm sure somebody's going to think I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I mean? So I get that, but I can tell through every conversation if you're paying attention to what I'm saying. If we're really vibing, if we're having a real conversation, are you trying to impress me? Like, are you just, under the influence? Are you know what I'm saying? I can pick all of that up. You know what I mean? So pay attention to those things. Be present. Understand the whole vibe, the whole motion. Talk to everybody. You know what I mean? Of course you have to be, attracted to people or whatever like that, but take your time and, venture out a little bit. Date a little something differently. You know what I mean? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised when you get to know people, even on like an intimate level. You be like, you out here catfishing motherfuckers. Because I thought for sure, you know what I mean? You get completely blindsided, like, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Okay. But, yeah, so that's all I had to say, y'all. I'll probably make another video thinking about something else. But other than that, that's it. All right, y'all. Over and out.